this year, Beijing has over 54,000 students who have registered for the big exam. And although the capital city has just effectively contained its latest flare-ups, the large gatherings of students could also challenge the hard-won achievements. So this year's exam is still organized with stringent prevention measures. And to ensure every registered candidate can take the exam, Beijing has set up different kinds of examination sites. In addition to the regular ones, special exam rooms have also been set up in designated hotels, medical observation centers, and even hospitals for students who are under quarantine or receiving treatment. For those in lockdown areas, each student can have their own room. And for those in controlled areas, students can share an exam room, but their seats will be placed at least 2 meters apart. In the meantime, the government has also arranged accommodation and transportation for students in the controlled areas to ensure a closed-loop management. And Beijing has nearly 100 regular examination sites. Actually, I visited one of them yesterday, which is set up in a high school, and it will see over 500 examinees starting from today. So let's take a look what has been done to ensure a safe Gaokao.
This is the first step to get inside the venue. A day before the exam, test takers have submitted their negative PCR test result within 48 hours, green health code, and 14-day travel history to avoid a bottleneck. Hand sanitizers and tissues are available outside the classrooms, and these rooms and corridors will be thoroughly disinfected after each exam.
What you can see now is a regular exam room where there are 30 seats. Usually, each exam room has 2 vigilators. But this year, 2 more are added in case a COVID-19 infection occurs in an invigilator's neighborhood.
The principal says there were also 3 backup rooms like the regular ones for students under special conditions. For example, someone who keeps coughing and could affect other examinees. And even candidates have a fever when entering the site, they can still take the exam under the epidemic prevention requirements. After all, every student wants to see the 12 years of hard work pay off.
If a student's temperature reads higher than 37.3 degrees Celsius more than once, he or she will be taken to an isolated exam room, which is in a different building from others. Invigilators will put on protective gear, and the exam papers will be thoroughly disinfected before being sealed.
This is the 3rd year that the Gaokao is overshadowed by COVID-19. The principal says Beijing has learned from the previous ones. Facing the more contagious Omicron variant, the capital has set up areas in all exam venues for students and working staff to have PCR tests every day during this session.
All right, now the first test in the morning has just finished, and an afternoon's mathematics test will start at 3 p.m. And just like the psychologists say, students should not overthink things and let it go and focus on the next ones in the following days. And the good news is the restaurants' dining services has just resumed in Beijing, and the Universal Studio theme park in Beijing will also reopen from June the 15th. So after the 4-day examination, students could have a feast with their family members or just go to the theme park to celebrate the beginning of a new chapter of their life.
Thank you very much, our reporter Huang Yue in Beijing. On to other news now.